Hi everybody, welcome back to the Wonder of Anime YouTube channel. My name is Lisa, and for today's video, I am going to be reviewing a new website that I discovered for reading manga. Now, I just got back from vacation. I was out of the country, and this video is actually my first video back from this break that I did, because not only did I go on vacation, I kind of just went off the grid, social media, my shop, all these things, kind of took in some time to rest, regroup, and do things that I normally don't get a lot of time to do while I'm here. And one of those things is reading manga. Now, you guys know, I love manga. I love reading manga. I don't always have the time to read manga every single day as I would like to read it, or, just kind of doing deep dives as I usually do. Now, in the last couple months, I will say that I have been reading a lot more manga than I normally do. And I love that for me because I love reading manga. Don't get me wrong, I love anime, and I can watch anime as much as I can, but for some reason it is just way easier for me to read manga. So easy for me to want to binge and keep reading, as opposed to with anime, I sometimes have to be in a mood to watch. I don't watch a lot of TV in general, so I really have to be in a mood where I'm gonna sit and watch all this anime in one sitting. Whether as with manga, I can read manga every single day, I can read it throughout the whole day, all that jazz. So right before I went on vacation, I fell into this hole, guys. And that is the yaoi hole. That sounded so dirty. I fell into this trap, the yaoi trap. I kind of just never got into it. A lot of Clamp, which you guys know is my fave, has yaoi themes, and I kind of was like, oh, well, this is cool, this is enough. But I never really got into specifically seeking out yaoi titles. And then these past couple, I would say the last month or so, I just kind of just gave a random yaoi a try, and just kind of reading stuff online, just random one shots and things like that. And then I will say, right before I left, I went to a used bookstore. That'll be more, I'm doing a manga haul, so that'll be more in that manga haul video. But I discovered this yaoi manga from early 2000s called Fake, and it just was really, really good. I was immediately sucked in. I think I read the entire thing within 2 days, and I was just obsessed. So after that, I was talking to my girl Naja from Blurdy Otome, who, if you listen to my podcast, you may recognize because she's been on the podcast. I'm always interacting with her on social media, and I was like, girl, I've fallen into a yaoi trap hole. Yaoi hole sounds so terrible. I've fallen into this yaoi lifestyle and I can't get up. And she has steered me in the right direction. So right before I left, she tagged me in this tweet of this website that is officially licensed yaoi manga. And as you guys know, I try to do my best to support official licenses. I buy manga that I love. As I've stated before, I definitely have read on unlicensed sites, but I try my best to buy manga that I love. If I read it on a unlicensed, site, I make sure that the ones that I love, I'm purchasing. I am, spending my money so that people get their money. And I just wanted a way to support legally, make sure people are getting paid while still being able to read yaoi conveniently, on a device. So she tagged me in this tweet from Futekiya. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. And Futekiya is a website where you can read manga at a monthly subscription price. Be sure to put this information somewhere on this video, but you can read yaoi manga at $6.99 a month. There are different plans, so if you buy 6 months at a time, 3 months at a time, you do get discounted rates from what it would be if you're paying it monthly. I immediately thought this was such a good idea. It looked like they had a lot of titles on their website, so I went ahead and I immediately signed up. I was I didn't even look through the website. I was I'm signing up. This to me is affordable and it was worth it. So I'm going to just give you a little bit of a review of the website navigation, what I feel about the titles that are on the site. And like I said, you already know that I think that it's worth it, but we'll get into that more. One thing that I will say is that while I got this subscription maybe like a day or two before I left the United States on my vacation, I went to the Dominican Republic, and the internet access is not the same as it is here. They are definitely like advanced, they have internet. My cell phone, actually, my like cell phone company turns into a cell phone company over there. So I had coverage, but it definitely was not the same as it is here. And there was Wi-Fi, but there was also a lot of people using the Wi-Fi at the same time. So my connection wasn't the best or to the level that it is here at all times. Now, I did go to a resort, and there I had really good like connection, I would say comparable to my connection here at home. But other than that, it was very low internet speeds. I say all that to say that while I was over there, I think I read like I think I read every single title this website had to offer. And even in the moments where I didn't have the best internet, I think the website was very easy to use in moments where things, the internet isn't the best. And to me, that's definitely a plus, because part of the reason that I love reading manga online is because if I'm waiting somewhere, I don't want to always be on social media or like scrolling and stuff. I'd rather be reading something, and you're not always having the best internet connection. So being able to access the manga, yes, it definitely, depending on the chapter, definitely took longer to load than others, but I still got through a lot of manga while I was over there. So that was a huge plus for me. Another thing that I really enjoyed about Futekiya website is that they have like a really good search function and a browse function. And I know that they just updated this like the week that I got it. So it just could not have been perfect, like more perfect timing. The search function, they have like a spicy rating. It's like a little peppers from like 1 to 5, 1 being like super light, fluffy love, 5 being like, girl, do not read this smut in front of people because you're going to be embarrassed. And they're going to be like, what the fuck you looking at? And I thought that the ratings were very accurate. Sometimes, some people just be rating stuff. To me, the rating system was very good. And I love their search function. They have tags and things, so you can search like slice of life, dramatic, adult industry, coworkers, all those types of categories. And they also have like exclusions, and I love that because let's face it, there's some, I've said this before, but when reading certain manga, especially like Josie manga or Yaoi manga, like adult manga, especially smut manga, there are things that you could like suspend disbelief, but there's some things that you just not like. Incest, that's a fuck no. So I don't even like seeing those titles. I don't like those things coming up. And the website really has, I believe, a really good function for excluding those titles when you're not trying to see that. To me, that was a 8+1. Another thing that I really liked about Futekiya is that their descriptions for the stories, I feel like, are very good. Sometimes if you are reading on an illegal site, or even not an illegal site, sometimes you just be like on Amazon or like some book synopsis, just don't be good. And I feel like they have a really good synopsis, and they do have warnings for potentially triggering subjects. I thought that was really cool because, like I said, there's some things I don't want to read, and there's just some stuff, like I get it, if it's a dramatic story, there's going to be some trauma included, but sometimes you just be trying to read it, like you're not trying to see all that. So the fact that they have like those warnings, to me, that's just A+, because you never know, somebody's just trying to have fun, you walk out of the story, now you fucking traumatized for the rest of the day. So it's very good that they have those readings, those synopses, as well as the warning. As far as titles go, this is relatively new. I believe it's like a year, maybe 2 years old. So they are still acquiring a lot of licenses. I will say, had I not been on vacation, I don't think I would have gotten through as many as I did. Like, I'm telling you, I was reading a lot because that's not something that I usually get to do while I'm here. And my vacation is time for me to do the things that I cannot do while I'm here. So I read so many titles. I'm actually going to do a separate video of my favorite titles on this website particularly, but I read through a lot, and there are still a lot that I haven't gone through. But in the past week or so since I've had it, like they just did like an announcement like 2 days ago that they're going to be acquiring more licenses. So there are definitely a lot of titles on there, as well as more coming. Again, that's something that I look forward to because I kind of went through everything on the website almost. There's definitely stuff I haven't read, but I went through a lot of it because I had a whole week to read through the website. But there is a lot of variety and things on there. I also really enjoyed the setup to read the manga as well. Usually the other sites that I use to read manga, you kind of like scroll up and down, and I'm used to that. That's kind of what I've used to. Here you just swipe left to right, as you would if you were reading it like an actual book. I really like that function. I really like the ease of reading it, as well as, you know, zooming in on the screen. I was reading sometimes on my iPad, which is my preferred way to read manga, but it was on my phone as well, and it was kind of easy to read, as well as zoom out and zoom in. And sometimes like manga readers, depending on the website, can be super sensitive. So like you click on something, you're either already on the next page, or you're like looking at the image, and sometimes you're like, girl, I'm just trying to read this. I didn't mean to click. And I felt like the website had their just manga reader is very easy to use, very user friendly, and it's not one that you're gonna get irritated or you're gonna accidentally go forward too many pages and things like that. Overall, like I said, this is $6.99 a month. I think I got the 3-month plan, so it was $17.99. So at a discount, it would have been like $21 had I just gotten every single month. To me, that's super worth it, especially with the amount of manga already on the library, as well as new titles being added, and, you know, the mangas that are currently in progress where new chapters are added every day. And another thing that I love about Futekiya, I know I'm all over the place, whatever. You'll know when new chapters are when they're coming. So you'll see like the dates, and you'll scroll down and you'll see the date for every single chapter that's coming. If you're somebody like me who might want to let some chapters like build up instead of reading it like every day, reading a new chapter, then this is a really good function for you, because you can kind of just be like, all right, girl, in 2 weeks this gonna be done. I'll check back in 2 weeks. Other than that, I think the website and the subscription is just so worth it for me. And I think you can go on and like read a free chapter, or read like the first chapter free. So if you kind of want to test out like the functionality or the readability before you decide to subscribe, I think that's a great idea. Obviously it's your money. You want to make sure the readability, or it's set up in a way that you can read it, or set up in a way that you're going to enjoy using it. I definitely wish it was an app, because I'm just like an app person. However, you know, with an iPhone, you can go ahead and just like bookmark it, or I'm pretty sure you can do that with an Android too. And it, you know, it's a website, so you can access it if you're somebody who reads on a computer or a laptop. I absolutely love it. I'm excited for the new licenses that they're acquiring and the new titles that will be coming, and I literally cannot express how happy I was that I discovered this right before my vacation, because I just wanted to go on vacation and have like the most relaxing time, not think about stuff, and escaping into the world of yaoi was just chef's kiss. It was just so good for me, at least. It was just so much. I really enjoyed laying around and reading yaoi manga while I was doing when I wasn't doing vacation stuff. But that has been my review of Futekiya. This isn't sponsored or anything like that. Y'all want to sponsor me, let me know. You know, I'm here for y'all. But I cannot praise this website enough. I feel really good, you know, that I am legally consuming manga and supporting the creators and artists of the yaoi manga, while still being able to access a whole lot of yaoi manga right on my device. That's been it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope I'll see you on the next one. Peace.